Yo, YouTube, it's Anarchist of Darkness, also known as Sir Killington of Color Stripe. And first off, I want to say Happy International Day Without Women. Because of this, there's no school for children. I am here. I'm grading papers. I got bored, so I decided I was going to go ahead and cut it like a 5-minute video. um, so yesterday I got into a discussion with a guy about racism, right? And he told me that suburbia is the least racist place. Like white suburbia is the least racist place you can be. He said he had a black and an Indian neighbor who never dealt with racism, right? Now this is the problem, white folk. And this is to you, white folk mainly out in the suburbia. Some of you guys out in rural areas too. What you need to understand is that you don't know. You don't know. Now, that's okay. It is completely okay that you don't know. It's totally okay. But what makes you racist or more racist than you actually are, or more racist than you actually believe that you are, is when you say that you do know. Okay, because you didn't have a conversation with every black and brown person who lived in suburbia. You didn't. And if you have had, you would realize that most of these people have different experiences. Not all of our experiences are the same. There are some black people who've dealt with racism so long in suburbia that they've become numb to it that they don't even notice that it's there. And other black people will come in into their situation and be like, yo, that's crazy. And a black person will be like, oh, no, it's cool. They're so used to it. They've been conditioned by it. But you don't know. It's totally okay. And I'm going to explain to you guys. Look, today is International Day Without Women, right? This day is here for a reason. It's a day to make women's to show you guys, one, the power of women, to make their voices felt, because they're about to do a march in Washington again, right? They're doing it for a reason. I do not know how it feels to be a woman, and I will never know how it feels to be a woman. I can watch from the out. I have two sisters. I have a foster mom, wife. I have aunts, cousins. I do not know how it feels to be a woman, and I will never know how it feels to be a woman. I don't. But what will make me a piece of shit is when I stop and say, well, it's easier to be a woman. You got men always at your beckon. You got this, you have that. You don't have to worry about being weak. You can show emotion without being undermined. Like that would make me a sexist and misogynist. Okay? That thinking right there would make me such things. That thinking, right? That's the same thing you're thinking. Well, black people don't really deal with much here. They aren't doing it. They're not dealing with anything. You know, I'm friends with them. They don't deal it. They don't tell me anything. That's right. They probably don't tell you anything. They probably don't tell you everything. They probably just want the peace and you know what? I'm ignoring it because after a while, it hurts. It hurts after a while, but ignoring it does not make it go away. Okay, most people tend to feel like ignoring it will make it go away. What really happens is they build up a incredible tolerance, and what comes from that tolerance is this this docileness. Okay, you don't know. I am a straight black male in America. I will never know how it feels to be a person of the LGBTQIA community. I will never know how it feels to be them. Okay, they're a marginalized group. Okay, they deal with some terrible fucking things. Trans women keep getting killed. Well, I'm not sure whether it's because they're trans. I think it's one of those things where if it keeps happening, it's no coincidence. Like they're being killed, and they're being killed by somebody and people for their own hatred, their own homophobia, their own LGBTQIA phobias, right? These people are being killed outright, and it's crazy, right? I will never know how it feels to be that way. I don't know how it feels to be that, to be that part of a minority. And that's totally okay. But what would make me a piece of shit is, oh, these motherfuckers got more power than everybody. Oh, these motherfuckers do this, that. They got it easy. Like, that's what would make me a piece of shit, right? That's what would make me a homophobe, right? I don't really believe homophobe is the right word in this situation because it implies that you're scared of them. And I don't believe that you're actually scared of them. I believe that you outright hate these people because of their own belief system and who they are. Okay, because you've been socialized to believe that a person should be this and this and this only, and that's it. And that makes you hate them. So there has to be another word for it. Okay, I don't believe it's phobia. Phobia means scared, right? White folk, you don't know how it feels to be a non-white person in this country, in any area, and that's okay. You need to understand that. You need to get that. Because what's not okay is telling me that the suburbs are okay, and the 3 years that I lived in the suburbs, I had that was when I was first exposed to racism. Now, I was exposed to racism when I was a kid in New Jersey, right? For like 1 second, right? And I didn't understand it until I got older, right? And then when I moved to Rockville, Maryland area, the Wheaton, Maryland area, I was exposed to a lot of racist shit, okay? I was picked on because I was black. There's a lot of things that I dealt with while I was there, okay? There was a lot of shit that I dealt with. You can't tell me, oh, they just picked on you because they picked on, no, because they didn't treat the white kids like that. And other white kids didn't treat other white kids like that. They treated me like that. They certainly did. Right? Anyway, they treated me like that because I was different. You're the only black kid in class, we know, okay? Anyway, you don't know, and that's fine. What you need to do is ask your neighbors. Have a real conversation. We not talking about, now, it's kind of weird to just walk up to somebody, hey, tell me about the black experience in this neighborhood. If you're interested, have a genuine conversation with that person. Don't be that awkward person. Don't make it awkward. And I don't know how not to make it awkward because I feel like everything is awkward. Talking to people in general, doesn't matter your race, to me is awkward. So everything's awkward to me. You find a way, if you want to have that conversation, have the conversation and find out. But to completely dismiss somebody's experiences is fucking outright racist and fucking baloney. Okay? You don't know, and it's okay. Chill the fuck out, okay? I don't know everything. I know damn for sure, I know everybody on this planet don't know everything. We all don't know everything. We're learning as we go, and that's okay. That's what you need to do instead of saying, no, I know everything. I know everything.